have you found as important to know and do this semester?
Uh, Managing your time wisely so that you can get good grades and not be consumed by your classes.
What tips would you recommend next year's freshmen to help them succeed?
Don't ever pull all-nighters. Those are bad.
And then, do you think you have to be smart to succeed?
No, you just have to work hard.
What's your favorite class, and why is this?
Psychology 101 because it is super interesting.
All right, thank you. What have you found as important to know and do this semester?
I'd say time management. So making time to work on your homework and assignments and dealing with teachers and all the other things, as well as getting out to know people around in Daytona. It's a good thing to have a social life as long as a work life is sustained.
All right. What tips would you recommend to next year's freshmen to help them succeed?
Time management is a big thing. Procrastination, don't do a hell of a lot of it. It will kill you. And don't do all-nighters. I don't recommend it at all.
What have you learned from your experiences so far this semester?
Procrastination equals death. And if you don't get your time management right, I'm going to stress this too many times, but it's a big thing. You don't time manage well yourself, you're going to fall apart about halfway through the semester. It's not a pretty sight.
And do you think you need to be smart to find success?
You need to be smart enough to have a will to find success. You don't have to necessarily be as smart as anybody else like Stephen Hawking, but you need to have some level of smarts to find success because you have to find a will.
And what is your favorite course and why?
My favorite course, I'd just say probably my flight course because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about flying. That's what I came here for. That's what I want to do in my future. Yeah.
What is your favorite course and why?
My favorite course is EGR 101, and the reason why is because you get to do a lot of fun activities, such as throwing gliders off the coas.
What have you found as important to know and do this semester?
I found that it was important to always study, and that it's always good to do that because you never know what you will need to know and when the next quiz is, because some teachers will give you a pop quiz. It's better just to know the information than to not know it and then fail.
What tips would you recommend to next year's freshmen to help them succeed?
I would recommend all freshmen next year to go talk to your teachers after the first day of class because you want to get to know who they are just in case if you're ever doing bad in the class, they at least know who you are and they can maybe help you with extra credit and help you with assignments. And it's really good also to get involved with clubs around campus. I'm in 3 clubs and it really helps teach you how to socialize with other people. You make more friends. You also just network, which is always a big thing in college because you never know who you can use to get into a job or stuff like that.
And do you think you need to be smart to find success?
I don't think you need to be smart. I think being smart comes as you learn. It's like, I'm not the smartest person. I'm going for aerospace engineering, but I will obviously get smarter as I learn more and more from my classes.
What have you found as important to know and do this semester?
I would say most important thing to know is talk to your professors. They, unlike high school where your professors or where your teachers would approach you and say, hey, you're screwing up on this, you need to get this stuff done, talk to you about it. Here they don't do that. You have to approach them yourself. So generally your professors are really willing to talk to you and work through things with you, but you've got to be the one to initiate. If you don't go to them and talk to them, they're not going to approach you and you'll wind up missing out on stuff. So talk to your professors, keep an open dialogue with them.
What tips would you recommend to next year's freshmen to help them succeed?
keep an open dialogue with your professors, and don't take too many classes your first semester, because even though you might think it'll be easy, getting adjusted is really hard. It's not fun. It's not it's not easy. So don't overload yourself with work. You may feel like you want to hit the ground at 1,000 miles an hour, but you'll just wind up failing because you won't be able to keep up with all the work. And especially don't do something like me and take a self-taught class along with 5 other classes your first semester of college, because you're not going to be able to.
What you have learned from your experiences so far this semester, both in and out of class.
Don't let the trash pile up in your room, because it can get pretty huge. Like, you think it's pretty innocent, you just put like a couple boxes on the trash can, and then you don't take it out, and then your roommate doesn't take it out, and then your other roommate doesn't take it out, and then like 2 weeks go by and half the room is full of trash, just piles and piles of it, and you can't navigate through the room without climbing over the garbage. So you'd be amazed at how much trash just a couple humans can make in such a short period of time. So take it out.
Do you think that you need to be smart to find success?
In a way, but intelligence is relative. So you don't have to necessarily be traditionally smart, like good at STEM. You don't necessarily have to be good at science, technology, engineering, and math to be successful. But if you just have if you're skilled, if you are really good at working on cars, or you're really good at working on planes or something, I mean, there are any number of different ways one can be considered smart. So do you have to be traditionally STEM smart to succeed? No. But as long as you are good at something and you know you're good at it and you want to pursue it, you can succeed.
And what's your favorite course and why?
My favorite course is physics, because I really like physics. I like to study it in my free time. I like to read about it, and the class gives me an opportunity to talk to